I got fired yesterday. I was hoping to see some opinions from people in this group to see if my separation is wrongful. An investigation conducted by Partner Resources identified and substantiated that this guy failed to meet the expectation of the SSV rule by his confession of leaving the store on 3 separate occasions while not clocking out. Additionally, communication and behaviours not aligned with our mission and values were identified to include instances wherein this guy did not properly communicate with his partners, causing them to feel a sense of discomfort while on his shift. A few things about my work. I'm never late. I have over 100 sick hours because I do not call out. I worked there for 4 years. I was never written up or formally warned about this. Every single time I went home, I made sure to tell a partner. I live literally 3 minutes away. The 3 times in question were to take care of myself and family and never took more than 10 minutes round trip. What do y'all think? Coming from a fellow employee that worked with you, you have called out. You have used COVID multiple amount of times when it started, and you have called out because you have a cough, but you smoke a pack daily. Leaving the store when clocked in is not something you can do, being the only shift there in charge. Does not matter if you told a partner or not, you have an obligation to be there with your partners, making sure they are okay and in the store. The sense of discomfort is what you have made other partners feel on your shifts, bullying them because they wouldn't stay late for you, making comments towards them that offended them, calling a partner a boy when she is clearly a woman, questioning partners' sexuality, and saying to them, do as I say, not as I do. The list goes on. Did I mention the disrespect you have given to our manager multiple amounts of times? That is all. I wish you luck finding something that is better suited for you. I know you were not happy working here. For you said, if I did not get fired, I would have quit anyways. I mean, he did ask for people's opinions. Right, so today we're on r/QuitYourBS, a collection of posts where people lie and then get called out for it. A family member of mine loves lying about anything and everything online, so my dad finally called her out for it. My dad is her only brother. Jack Daniels. The smell kills me every time. Bubbly. Me too. I stole my brother's bottle when I was 15, took it to school and drank it straight. I haven't touched it since. You must be talking about a different brother, because I wasn't living at home then, so it wasn't mine. Why would you lie about that on Facebook? That's such a random thing to lie about. Yes, I drank alcohol at school when I was 15. I'm so badass. r/dinosaur drawings. It took me literally forever. I hope you guys like it. This was done by Susanna Santos Art on Instagram back in 2017. Nice try. Art stealing isn't cool. I don't care if he stole the art. This dinosaur is really cool. What dinosaur is this? I turned 21 in December, and the first time I showed my ID, the cashier was shocked that my birthday didn't start with a 1. She realised 2,000 babies turned 21 this year. If you turned 21 in December, your birthday would start with a 1. We got a detective here, and frankly, I'm okay with that. Did this person just make up a story about turning 21 and get carded, only to have done the math wrong? I'm 21 years old, I swear! In reality, she's a 40-year-old Karen. 1 star. The haunted house at the theme park this year is not scary at all. They are extremely strict with masks, which is okay. However, do not let yours fall off your face or they will throw you out. How does your mask just fall off your face? My brother lost $80 2 minutes into it when they removed him because the mask fell. No fun allowed while standing in line. No goofing off. The place sucks. Your brother's mask did not slip. He removed it multiple times while in line and thus was repeatedly asked and reminded to keep it on. Follow necessary COVID protocols and avoid antagonizing others. Before entering, he was given a final warning that he would be removed from the attraction without refund if he continued his disruptive behavior, what you describe as goofing off. And he assured us that he would follow the rules and not put other customers and our employees at risk. Within moments of entering, his behaviour, which was captured on multiple cameras and reported by multiple staff members, security and police officers, left us no other choice but to remove him from the premises for the safety of all involved. Yeah, as soon as she said his mask slipped, I knew there was something going on. This is Jonathan. He was born in 1832 and is 189 years old. He was alive when Darwin famously visited the Galapagos Islands. No, this is Hugo from the Australian Reptile Park. Hugo is 69 years old. Edit, he actually turned 70 last September. Either way, whether or not this is a fake photo, there are tortoises that can live to this age, and that's just crazy. I took a break because it took a long ass time to draw this. You sure? Because that sure looks like concept art for Assassin's Creed Revelations. What is up with people stealing art? Like, if you want to share art to the world, get good enough to do it. Fun fact, Mr. Walt's hand is pointing with 2 fingers because he had a cigarette all the time. And even actors at the parks are told to signal that way as well. No, Walt Disney sure did smoke heavily. And it's likely that he made similar gestures with a cigarette in his hand. But the rest is bullcrap. There were no doctored pictures because why would there be? Heavily smoking was the norm back then. There were also plenty of pictures and videos of Walt, both with and without cigarettes. So if the artist wanted to show Disney without a cigarette, he would have chosen to base the sculpture off of reference without cigarettes. What's more likely though is that that never crossed his mind, and this was just a generic grand gesture chosen for aesthetic appeal. Also, that is not the way employees are taught to signal. They use a far crisper gesture, more akin to a regular finger point, but with two fingers. Not the grandad but imprecise gesture seen here. And the reason for this is simply that Disney parks attract customers from all around the world, and in many cultures, a one finger point is considered rude. I'll tell you what, I learned a lot about Disney and Disney parks that I didn't know there. Hired a professional alarm company, and this is what I got. Rewired it myself. You didn't do that. In fact, this was user flyby. Honestly, I don't really care who did it. This is crazy. This is what you get when you pay for a professional versus when you do it yourself. Departing the game that made him famous. Ninja leaves Fortnite. This is completely false. I love Fortnite and will always play it to some capacity. I've never heard of the news source called Hypebeast before, but it doesn't surprise me that they make up clickbait headlines. I think this is on Fiverr, but they've left a 1-star review and said, do not go with this seller. He copies and pastes generic taglines. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. The client asked for slogans on his private church, only to proceed asking for additional packages free of charge, and demand more under threat of a bad review. Thank you for your $5 order. It makes me appreciate my great buyers even more. 79-minute ad I can't skip. They posted an entire live stream as an ad. Oh my god, what website are you using where you get a 79-minute unskippable ad? That's like the length of some movies. Is nobody gonna talk about how OP almost definitely just cropped out the skip ad button? You can tell because the pause play button isn't centered on the screen, it's centered over to the right. That is clearly a cropped picture. This is going on r/QuitYourBS. Yeah, I was definitely going to say, I don't know what advert would give you a 79-minute unskippable ad. Whoa man, that's so cool. I majored in economics for 2 years now. I'm a corporate lawyer for a bank, so unless you specialised in whether landlord is a job or not, your knowledge is irrelevant. And yes, I do mean a job, but you didn't accept that, so I made it easier to understand by saying that. Oh crap, are you really a corporate lawyer who majored in economics for 2 years? At community college, I was still going off definitions. I'm done arguing too. We can agree to disagree. So, do you want to try and explain this post from a month ago where you say you're 16? Pretty young for a corporate lawyer. Don't lie, dude. And if you're going to, make sure you don't have such obvious evidence you're lying on your profile. I mean, if this guy isn't lying, a corporate lawyer at 16 is pretty damn impressive. 70 years old for a cat. That's impossible. I read this post in another group, and this cat was 37 years old there. 37 years old is also pretty impressive, but 70 is impossible. John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. We celebrate his birthday by looking back at his 5 favourite films to Rotten Tomatoes. Despite how it appears, I'm not actually dead. Oh my god, they claimed this man's dead. He wasn't even dead. That is some next level disrespect. 1 star. Bartender is very rude and music is terrible. Manager told me to leave after I explained I could not wear a mask due to health condition. Health conditions? I am so sorry. The manager you spoke to, he's my barback. The bartender you spoke to, she's my manager. Gender roles, I know, confusing right? My manager has lung cancer and works 12-hour shifts with a mask on. I'm pretty sure you can handle wearing a mask for the 3 minutes while you stand getting a drink. I mean, it's a state mandate and all. Mind your P's and Q's, wear a mask and have a delightful evening. I have no idea how all these restaurants deal with these anti-maskers. I just get too angry. I don't have the patience to deal with them. I don't know who's more stupid, people who think the earth is flat or people who refuse to vaccinate their children and risk their children's health because they believe it causes autism. How stupid was I then that I vaccinated and it caused problems that killed my daughter? Where on the stupidity scale would you put me? At a 10. Considering your daughter was 34 years old and died of an asthma attack from asthma that runs in your family. That awkward moment when you remember some of your followers are related to you. She called him right out. Mark Hamill called Zack Snyder's Watchmen his favourite movie. No, I didn't. I'm starting to sense a theme here of these news sources making up bullcrap clickbait headlines. Your phone is now hacked. Do exactly as I say and I'll remove the hack. If you don't, then I'll destroy your phone. If you try to block me or report me, I'll still destroy it. Now send a pic of your age and live face pic to prove you're real. What kind of phone am I on? What operating system? You have 30 seconds to send them before I destroy it. You didn't answer my question. I don't need to. It's been 30 more seconds. Yeah, and it's getting destroyed. You didn't really plan ahead for people taking you up on this bullcrap, did you? Yes, I just destroy it. You think I can't? I'm waiting on that. Look, I'm gonna go get some lunch. You have fun hacking my phone. Just copying all your content from it first. Okay, sure. You done yet? I mean, it can't take that long. I only have like 4 pictures on my phone and they're all of pigeons. This guy started out claiming he was a hacker and said he will remove the hack. I am equals I'm. Am doesn't exist in the English vocab. Please stop using it. I'm in the English language. Am I a joke to you? What level of education did this person get to think the word am does not exist? It surprises me how little people know how to use Google. Just Google it before you tweet. Mr. Beast came and ate at Texas last night and stiffed his server, LMAO. And then Mr. Beast replies, a random person recognized me and paid for my meal, which was incredibly nice. So I never got a bill and had no way of tipping. It's funny because people think I'm dumb for the size of tips I leave when I'm not filming. And the one time I can't, I get put on blast on Twitter. Yeah, I feel kinda bad for Mr. Beast, you know. Every little tiny mistake he makes, he just gets slandered on Twitter for it. Lol, never vaccinated and never got sick. Didn't stop me from becoming a Marine LMAO. Here comes the hate comments. Yeah, quit your BS, buddy. The US military forces you to get every single vaccine. Marine my butt. I'm 15 and I just dropped out of college because my 18-year-old boyfriend told me to. What can I do? Considering your post history includes a post titled, I got 2 girls pregnant, I'm 17, what should I do? I'm going to suggest maybe you stop lying for attention. Here's a link to the post. Did this person really create a Reddit account just to spread random lies on subreddits? What the hell? Anyways, that's all for r/QuitYourBS today. If you did enjoy, don't forget to subscribe or click another video on screen now. But until next time, peace.